Hello and welcome to Off the Beaten Pot. My name is Tom. As I'm sure you're aware, if you're not aware of that, then please consider subscribing because you might be new here. Ding that bell for more notifications if you want to hear more about cooking in the great outdoors. So today's video, we're going to talk about titanium Cooksets and the pros, the cons, and also how to treat and care for your titanium Cookset. So first things first, let's talk about the pros. Incredibly lightweight. So here I have my titanium 1100ml pot with lid, billy can lid. I've got my titanium mug, and somewhere around here, over there, I've got my titanium pan. So yeah, it is an incredibly lightweight alternative to steel, aluminium, iron, etc. And for that, it's liked by a lot of outdoor enthusiasts because it cuts away a lot of grams. Another benefit to it is it's inert, unlike aluminium, as it scratches off. If any titanium particles go into your system, it's non-toxic, so it shouldn't be harmful. Ideally, you don't want to be just chewing away on small bits of titanium, but it's better for you than if it were aluminium, for example. And also, with that in mind, it doesn't change the taste of food, so you can cook on titanium and the ingredients in the food will not be sullied by your cooking surface. Also, and this is a double whammy, it is corrosion resistant, which is amazing. So it won't rust, and it's also incredibly durable. Well, the right thickness is bulletproof, but that's not for this video. Yeah, it's incredibly durable, and you don't have to be overly precious about it. For example, if I was to really misshape aluminium, that would weaken it greatly, whereas this, I've misshaped this a lot on the method of how I pack it. I've scratched it a fair bit. I don't have to be overly precious about it, which is a fine thing when you're like me and you're a bit rough and ready with your gear. So another benefit of it is that it is non-stick-ish, very much ish on the non-stick, and later in this video I'm going to be telling you how to make it more non-stick by seasoning or treating your pots and pans. So the final pro that I could think of, it's got a really short cook time. This stuff conducts heat like it's meant to conduct heat, like it was born to conduct heat. So it gets really hot really quickly. There's a con in that, but we'll get to that in a minute. But it has a really short cook time, and that's really great when when you're trying to reserve fuel and you need to get things hot fast. Well, before we go any further, I thought this would be a great time to tell you about a giveaway. This is my Patreon giveaway for all my Patreons, all tiers, and I'm giving away a brand new 1100ml Tom Shoe pot. I've made a video of my Cookset. It was the first video I made, so go easy on me. But if you want a bit more detail about it, you can click the link above. And if that tickles your pickle, you can head over to my Patreon page. I will leave a link in the description. And even if you just enter for a month, you'll also get a free e-cookbook, which I'm very proud of, and I'm adding to that all the time. I've just recently added my meatballs recipe on a bit more of a breakdown on how to do that, and I've got way more lined up to keep adding to that. But that's not the point. The point is you can win a Tom Shoe titanium cook pot with a billy can lid, brand new, and that can be yours. Before we get on to how to treat your pan, we're just going to cover the cons, some of the negatives. So the price, it's often quite a lot more expensive than aluminium or steel varieties. You can find bargains, but this is where secondhand comes into its own. If it's been well kept, well loved, but someone wants to move on, secondhand market, I'm a big advocate for it. You can get yourself a bargain there, but generally it is more expensive than its steel or aluminium counterparts. Another one is that there can be a degree of attention needed when cooking because it can get hot spots. You know, it's really good at transferring heat but not spreading the heat so well, so which can discolor it slightly. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect each time. I don't mind the patina, but it can make hot spots, make it wrinkle a bit and crinkle a bit. So it does need a bit more managing than just leaving and putting like your gooey food in there. You'll need stirring a bit more regularly. But you can get ones with ceramic non-stick coating, which are amazing. They do make it a little bit better, but the price goes up again. So aggressive scraping can lead to particles coming out. It can sort of shred easily, tiny little chips. So that's why I use the Gerber Complete. As you well know, it's got nice soft thermosetting plastic and silicone. But if you get in there with a sharp fork, you could find that it just scrapes it up a bit. But like I said in the pros, it's inert. So if you end up eating a tiny little bit, it won't be harmful to you. Yeah, and this is a bit of a reach on a negative, and that is that it can discolor easily if you don't have any fluid, food or oil in it. But yeah, I don't mind the patina, it's just a little discolor. Anyway, now I told you it was non-stick-ish, and now let's learn how to make it even more non-stick. And this is the same as treating a steel or an iron pan, except it's got a finer structure to it. You just sort of do it in a less aggressive way. So you get your pan, put on the heat, and put quite a bit of olive oil in, enough to cover it, and get the oil really hot. So this oil is really hot now, and all you want to do is get some kitchen roll. Be very careful because it's still hot, and you want to just coat the whole pan with that oil. Really get it in there. See, that's soaking some up, doesn't matter. This is called seasoning the pan. And that now, you see, has got a thin coating of oil that's made it sort of shiny, and that will be enough to keep it non-stick. It looks like there's just oil in there, but actually it's just coated, just sticking to it ever so slightly. And you'll need to do this more often with titanium than you would aluminium, or that you would steel, or that you would iron. But it doesn't take long at all. I mean, that took seconds, and you could do that if you've got enough oil before every meal, or once a week should do you as well. And that is a non-stick titanium pan. So that is my video on titanium Cooksets. The pros, the cons, the treatment of, and the giveaway. Don't forget the giveaway. If you want to win a brand new one of these Tom Shoe 1100mm titanium Cooksets with a lid, then do enter. Go to my Patreon, become a Patreon, and that will be enough to get you in. And then we will tell you who the lucky winner is next month or some date. If I've decided on the date, it'll be soon enough. I'll leave that in the link below. But yep, if you get over to Patreon, sign yourselves up, and you can be in for the chance to win a 1100mm Tom Shoe titanium cook pot. Brand new. Not bad.